First, I'm gonna install the turbo gasket. It's got these plastic little snaps here, so that's first. So I already installed the EGR flex pipe gasket, so that's already installed. That goes directly on it. So now it's time for us to install the exhaust manifold gasket. It only goes in like one way, so you might want to like line up with the bolt holes and like put it in. But let's say like you flipped it around, that's not gonna go like that. Let's say you're gonna flip it around, that's not gonna go like that, and that's gonna go like that. But if you flip it around, it can also go like this. So that actually lines up, you know, good right there. And if you flip it around this way, that doesn't go like that, as you can see. I just wanted to show you. So that only the first two holes fit. So don't worry, you can't make a mistake in putting this thing in. So basically you just put it in like that. Like that. And then boom, you're good. And then you could start installing the exhaust manifold. So be very careful. Let's do not like lose any gaskets. So for some reason it doesn't want to quite go on nicely. So you just have to kind of like work it. It almost feels like that bottom stud is what's giving me trouble. Everything else seems to be lining up. Well, that's no fun. I do think that it was probably a good idea to just install the lower section of the studs if you're gonna do this, and install the top one after. I think that would be ideal. And I think it's because this exhaust manifold, it is warped a little bit, and that's why things are not quite lining up. Okay, well, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm going to pull most of the top ones off and go from there. I removed the two top studs. Let's see what happens. Let's see if that allows me. If not, I'll have to remove additional studs. Okay, so I'm still having some difficulty. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this top stud. And because I put a Loctite on that top one, I may leave that one in there and just remove the one that's at the bottom of it on that side if it fails to go in. But I need to see first where it doesn't line up. still feels to me like that lower one right here is the one that's giving me the most amount of trouble. It's always something. It is always something. I mean, you know, like, guys, think about it. You might be thinking, oh, you installed the studs, you should have probably just like did this and that. But here's the thing. Only one stud was broken. That's the one I drilled out. So that was the only stud that would have not been there. The rest of the studs would have been in place. So I chose to pull all these studs out. Probably the good thing I did. But, so yeah, if the studs were still there, should have still been going on. But, it doesn't. This is not something I thought I'm gonna have to deal with. Wait a minute, I missed the bottom one. Okay, so now it's on. So I'll have to be very careful and install the other stuff. This time, of course, I could put its original copper washer. Go from there. Oh, and boy, I do not want to drop this, so I'm gonna have to pull my glove off. So that one's there. That one's not. I'm gonna need to put a socket on there. Let's see, this is going in, and this is, it's very light. It should not be hard, but I just want to make sure that, yes, it is going in. So I just want to do it a little bit at each time. Still got 3 studs to install. These other ones, they're mainly up top. So we got this one. So that's going in. So I do want to make sure that I get past the actual seal, that way nothing gets stuck. And some of the stuff is pretty light. It goes in there, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and install another stud. After this, I'm gonna get this tight and well, not tight, like I just want to get in a hole. I just want to get it nicely grooved. I'm gonna install nuts on every single one. So the stuff is going in smoothly right now, which is good. just trying to go one nut at a time. I do not want to drop anything. And I just want to give it a few turns. Okay. I mean, it's not going to hurt to keep going. I just want to make sure that everything installs evenly. So I still got other nuts to install. Oh my. Okay, I gotta take a breather because I feel like I'm gonna drop it. I don't want to drop it. I mean, the other ones that I have, there, 7 of them, they're perfect. They're not stripped. Still, we bought new ones. I want to go ahead and install new ones. So that one's on. Just want to give it a few turns. Good. I gotta install that one. Okay. Oh man, that's a tight area. Oh boy. Oh boy, this one was like, oh my gosh. I had this thing on my tippy fingers. I had to work it in like with those. And it went in. That's difficult. Like, and I don't have large hands. I could imagine somebody installing this with large hands. This would be very challenging. Let me know if that one's a hard one for you. Of course, you could put it inside of your extension tool, right? But it might fall out. So I mean, maybe you could like put something sticky in there to hold it in place while you put it in there, like the old method that maybe you guys used or not. Paper towel method when installing spark plugs into a socket. Of course, now sockets comes with that rubber grommet inside, and of course that works wonders. But back in the day when I was 18, that's what I was using. Paper towels. This is just easy to spin. That's why I pulled off my hand. My tool. A ratchet extension on my hand. I pulled off my hand. It's I don't know to say it's my ratchet. So now I just gotta put that one at the bottom here, and that's a very tight spot. We'll figure something out.